G'day guys, welcome back. I'm going to have a fourth attempt. I think I'm up to number 4 to do my rainbow. Hopefully this one will work, and I'm sure you're sick of bowls, so I'm going to go with the coasters. Now I have got my resin sitting over there. I'm using the Platinum Ultra Clear, and I've got it. Let's see if I can bring this over. I've got it sitting in this bowl here, and I've got my little thermometer plugged into it. So I don't know if you can see it. It's at 45 degrees Celsius at the moment. So I'm just going to actually sit that off to the side so I can see it. It's a great little thing. Look, I love it. It's just got that sitting in there. So I can just potter around, do my work, and every now and then I just check the screen. And when it gets to 50, I'm going to wait till it gets to 50 degrees, and then I'm going to decant into here and into here. And then we'll make a start, because at 50 degrees it's pretty warm, and then once I've decanted it should start sort of cooling down a little bitty. Right, so these are it's my sort of colors that I'm going to do, same as that, but I just drew it like that, put a little drop of each so I knew what I was doing. I've got the Let's Resin, it's almost empty, that one. I've got lemon yellow, orange, magenta, purple, sky blue, red, cerulean, peach red. So if you saw my other ones, you'll know that when I dropped my ink into my clear, it didn't really spread. So this time I want to do the same sort of thing with the colors, different colors. I'll just put that aside, but this time I'm going to put a little bit of resin in each of these cups. I've got 8 colors, I've got 8 cups. I'm going to put a little bit of resin in each. I don't need much, just a teensy bit, and then I'll probably just like put 1 or 2, we'll see how they go, 1 or 2 drops of color in each, and then I can just sort of, I think I'm going to pour my clear in first, and then I'll mix that up, and I'll just go drop, 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 move on to the next color. Yeah, I think that'll work. I was sort of thinking maybe drop the color in first and then pour the clear in and let it spread out, but I think I'll just put the clear in, put the drops in. Got some little gold stones for my center. My white, what are we up to? Still 45 degrees. Give it a bit of a stir with the stir stick. Stir, stir, stir. So yeah, 45 degrees it's at Celsius. Now I'm going to weigh, probably, I don't know if 30 grams will be enough. Might do 40 grams of resin with 6 drops of Cast and Craft and 4 drops of Pinata alcohol ink. I'll put that in my piping bag. Yeah, and that'll be it. So I've explained everything. Oh, we're up to 46 degrees. I'll come back to you when we're at 50 degrees. I just wanted to get all that done and said, and then I didn't feel as if I had to rush once I got to 50 degrees. So I'll be back. Right, that didn't take long. It got to 50 degrees real quick. Let me just get that little probe out. Now, I'm just going to pour some in here just so that we can start cooling it down. I made up 350 grams of resin. So I did 250 grams of A and 107 grams of B. I don't need much of this, do I? Not much at all. Just a little drizzle. So I'm probably going to have more than I need. Just do that. All right, a little bit more in these. You want them almost to the top. Not totally to the top, because you do need to leave a little bit of room for your white. So a little bit. Now let me just pop that on the scale. I'll do 40 grams. I might do 30, we'll see. See how much 30 looks like. That'll be fine. That's 30 grams. All right, so we'll do 30 grams All right, so now hopefully I don't have to stress anymore that we've got that decanted. Put a little bit more in these. Probably put too much in my little cups now and not enough in these. Oh, but actually no, I still have to pour my colours in, don't I? It's not, oops, oh my gosh, it's not just the white I have to put in, I have to put my colours in as well. So let me just look across the top and see if any need a bit more. You're a bit fuller than the others. Don't be greedy now. All right, that's that done. Now, I better get a, now I feel as if I need to get a wriggle on. I need to clean this probe real quick so that it doesn't dry with resin on it. Okay, now let's get the colours in. I'll start up here. Yellow. And oh, it's nearly empty. 2. I know you need a little bit of extra of the yellow because it's not very strong. And then we have orange. I'll just leave it behind there just in case I need to put any more in. And the magenta. I'm just doing 2 drops of each and we'll see what the colour looks like. Purple. This is the blue. I should check the colours beforehand, just in case I have to add any more. It's the red. Now this one's kind of more of a turquoise. I didn't want green, but I didn't want, it's kind of a turquoisey. I thought it would just look a bit prettier than having bright green. And the peach red. All right, let's give those a bit of a stir. Bear with me, guys, bear with me. I know it's going to take a little while here to stir everything up. If a couple of them look like they're just a little bit pale, I'll just add an extra drop. That pink's a bit pale. The azure looks good. Not azure, not azure, cerulean. That one looks good. Put the lid on, put it away. I think the red will be fine. It's quite a strong colour. Now I hope I haven't taken too long with all of these now. And you want to pick an ink that's going to, you know, dissolve or mix really well. Some brands sort of mix better than others, I've found. The Pinata, I don't like the Pinata. It's fine for certain things, but other things like this, it leaves a skin on top, and I don't like that. Oh, I hope I haven't left it too long, you guys. How's it going? Huh? All right, and see, I wanted to wait till 50 degrees, but then I've got so much to do, all this work to do after 50 degrees when it gets to the temperature. So I really need someone's help. I need someone to come and help me stir. That's what I need, a second person, hey. Hopefully I'll be all right. That's the orange and the yellow. All right, now I wonder if this is going to actually drop in or not, or whether I have to sort of push it in. Oh gosh, now I'm running out of fuel as well. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can just do, I might just do this. Yellow, 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 yellow. What's next? Opposite, opposite, opposite. Blue, 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 blue. magenta, magenta, magenta. So this is just my clock face here. So when I pull my flowers through, I'll be able to get a little bit of colour of each one, you know. All right, this is the cerulean. So it's getting a little bit thick, sort of gluggy. All right, now the orange in the middle of those two. And it's not spreading a lot. I still may have the same problem that I had last time, hey. Magenta, okay, purple. We shouldn't have done purple and magenta next to each other, but never mind. Red, 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 red. One more, one more, one more, one more. Here we go. Pretty pink. 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 It's got to be an easier way than this, guys. Tell you what, the 3D flower technique, I mean, it can be simple, but when you're trying to do something like this, like a big project, sometimes it's not as simple as one would think. How are you feeling? Yep. Okay. A little bit of gold in the center. Hopefully my center will stay in the center. I'm using the little gold stones because they're heavier and they just kind of stay in the middle, whereas glitter, you know, it's really light and it tends to fly away. So hopefully this will kind of stay in the middle. My colors don't seem to be sort of blending too much, do they? Gosh. Okay, is that about equal? We need a little bit more. Okay, that'll do. Put the lid on real quick. Okay, so now I ended up with 30 grams, didn't I? So I'm gonna do 3 big drops. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I won't. 4. Just want to see what 4 looks like, and I'll do. Oh, if I can get the lid off. Equal amounts of alcohol ink. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's have a little look and see what that's going to be. It's still warm, like it's not overly hot. I was getting really concerned there. What's the time? 25 past. Okay, that's 1 hour. That's exactly 1 hour since I stopped stirring. I stopped stirring at 11:25 and now it's, well, 2 minutes, almost 12:25. I'll leave it like that. I don't want to make it too heavy. So that was, oh gosh, I can't even remember now. What did I say that was? 4 drops in 30 grams. Look, I don't think it really matters. 3 drops, 4 drops, 5 drops in 30 grams or an ounce. Yeah, I don't think it matters too much. Just get a piece of paper towel out. You just don't want to make it too heavy, I don't think. Otherwise your white, I mean the resin can only withstand so much weight, you know, otherwise it's just going to, your white's just going to all fall through, so don't make it too heavy. Alright, now I'm going to draw that ring around it again, I think. Where's my stick? Oh my gosh. Where's my stick? I have to use this one. I don't know where my other one's gone. Okay, here we go. Just going to draw through again like I did last time. Start with the yellow. Just using the silicone stick because it's not going to scratch my mold. There we go. I don't want to mix it too much because then your colours start to get a bit muddy, especially if you put yellow next to purple. You've got to be careful what colours you put next to each other. Alright, you guys. Well, it didn't really work the way I expected. I thought putting the colours in the cups there, you know, it would spread, but it's probably because my resin, you know, it's been sitting for so long and it's thickened up. I think really the only thing to do is do what I did with the little cups, but do it earlier. So I guess, does that mean I have to do it again? All right, there we go. That's probably about 4 millimeters. I'll make it just a teensy bit wider, make it 5 millimeters. 4 to 5 millimeters. All right. Are we still taping? What if we weren't taping? Oh my God, that would be awful, wouldn't it? After all that work. Okay. I might just do some blooms this time. A bit tired of doing rings. I don't know how many I'm doing though. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's okay. Try and do one like per color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woohoo! Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The only issue with doing this is because I've come down that line there twice, it might be a little bit blobby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no! What happened? You've only got 7. I don't know what happened there. Okay. Just gonna go. Actually, I'm just gonna go in a circle like this. Otherwise, I may end up with just too much resin in the middle there. And then again, it's too heavy, so you know it'll sink. So let's just do this. I don't think I need any more in the center there. And then I might do something that I've never done before and put some little, just some little lines through here. Why not? Because there's a lot of empty space there, blank space. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, there's a bubble. I need to pop that. So we've done pretty well with only the 30 grams of resin. Let's see if I can get another little circle. Here am I saying I'm not going to do rings, and then I go and do rings. Okay, I should have just enough to do one more. Phew! That was nerve-wracking. I don't know where my other stick is. This one's a bit of a different shape. What have I done with it? No, I don't know where it is. I have no idea what I've done with it. Okay, now I want to do a little bit of a, I want to bring the colors in, okay, so actually no, this is, what am I doing? Oh gosh, now I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, let's just go through there. I'm going to try and bring the colors into the middle a little bit. And a little tiny swirl just to break up that center. know whether that was the right thing to do. Because now I had these beautiful big petals that I've created. Now I've gone through the middle of them all. Never mind. We'll see what it looks like. It might still be pretty. I'm just hoping to draw through a little bit of colour and bring it into the centre. See those little bits of the little lines there? I don't want a lot of colour through, but just a little bit. I think will look pretty. Oops, you're done. And a bit of a swirl. Okay, nearly done. Still didn't work the way I was anticipating, but I guess things don't always work the way that you think might work. Let's fix that little blob. All right, now I've got a little bit of bubbles. Let's do some torching. All right, now a little bit of heat with my heat gun. I'm just going to wait for it to heat up first. Hey, careful, it gets hot. All right, is that enough? Won't heat it up too much, shall we? All right, guys, that's all I can do. Now I just have to wait, and hopefully it'll work. Gosh, 4 times. What a mess I've made. All right, let me just put you on pause. I'm gonna get cleaned up, and then I'll bring you down for a bit of a close-up. So I just cleaned up, and it's been 5 minutes or so. This is what they're looking like. So it's blooming beautifully by the looks of it. I just hope you can still see the flowers, you know, on the other side. I guess the white will kind of drop through all the colour. Maybe I made the colours a bit bright. Maybe 1 drop instead of 2 for the colours, hey? You don't want to see me do it again, do you? I want to keep going until I get it right. But yeah, the petals are moving. I don't know at this stage, like, if they will close up totally. I actually like them to like move more than that, but again, that the amount that they move is also determined by how thick your line is that you've piped, you know, how big the hole is in your little piping bag. Because if you make a really thin little line, then, you know, the resin can only move so far, whereas if you put a thick line on, the resin can move more, but you also risk it being heavy and dropping through. So it's just practice. So if you guys want to do these, practice, write down what you do for sure, so that if you get it right, you've got it written down. So you don't go, oh no, what did I do? How long did I wait? What was the temperature? So yeah, just trial and error. Some resins work better than others. If you have a really thick resin, you won't need to wait as long. You might only have to get to like half an hour before you're piping. Other resins like this that are really thin, I have to wait an hour before piping. It's all different, so you just experiment. All right, hopefully they work. Depending on how much they close over, I may come back and do a little top coat, because there's a little bit of room left. I've got a tiny bit of room left. I may do like a little bit of black top coat. That would really make the colours pop, but we'll see. I'll see you soon. So these are looking really nice. It's the same day, it's later on in the evening. It's 7:30 p.m. These have set up enough. I mean, they're still bendy, but they've set up enough for me to put a top coat on. So this was the Platinum Ultra Clear. This is the Platinum 360 Plus. So this sets up much faster. So they'll both set up about the same time tomorrow morning. because I didn't want to put the ultra clear on the top because then I'd have to wait another 24 hours. So let's do this. Made up 50 grams of A and 22 grams of B, and hopefully it will be enough. I don't need a lot. It's a good idea to use one of these little palette knives actually that's got a flat bottom there, that way you can just spread easily. I really don't have very much room in these cavities, so I've taken the resin pretty much up to the top, so just have to be really careful that I don't go over. But I'm happy to dome them, so they'll be level with the top of the coaster and then dome up a little bit, which is good. Then you don't have that sharp edge that you need to sand. It just takes a little bit more work just to push that resin into the edges there. What are you two girls doing? Dog's fighting down here. I pulled all the little bits off that were on my mold. So as you can see, it just takes a little bit of time because the resin's thicker. The 360 Plus is a thicker resin. It will spread, but it'll take a long time, and I want it to kind of hurry up a bit, so I'm just going to help it out. So I'll just do this one. And then, yeah, I'll do the others. You don't need to watch me do all the others. It'll be the same as this. Nothing terribly exciting. There we go. And give it a quick little torch. And that's it. So I'll do the rest. And I'll come back to you tomorrow for the unmolding. So it's the next day. They're set up. I'm so excited. It's been ages since I did a backing on a 3D bloom. All right, shall we have a look? I hope it's worked. The only concern I have, and I'll tell you before I flip it over, is that my drops of colour are like too dark and you can't, or maybe too heavy and you can't see the petals through them. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Let's do the countdown. 1. Was it count up? 2, 3. Oh, shut the front door. Oh, look at that. I've got a few micro bubbles, but oh my gosh. Wow. Look at that. It's been ages since I've done a really good 3D bloom. The bubbles are inside my colours. Yeah, it's a bit tricky, isn't it? Because the resin was quite thick already when I added the ink. And then, of course, I stirred it. So I've got bubbles. Yeah. I guess the only thing I can do is decant, add the colour, stir it while it's still thin, and then wait. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I'll bother anymore. I just wanted to do one that worked, and it worked. Let's do this one. Oh, it's so pretty. I love my little flicks, my little spiky flicks. Just adds a little bit of extra to it. The centers are pretty much stayed in the center. Well, actually, they probably haven't moved. I probably didn't put them quite in the middle. It's tricky trying to get the middles. Now, this one had a little bit of overflow. So just a little bit of light sanding. Don't really want to do it over the top of my other coasters, but a little bit of light sanding. And that will fix that up. All right, I'm so excited. These are beautiful. Love the black on them. Ta-da! Look at that one. It's so pretty. Wow. And normally I don't get micro bubbles, but yeah, it's just that mixing after. You can see there. That was the blob of yellow. You can see how the bubbles have sort of stuck into it because the resin was so thick when I added the ink. Never mind. Right, let's get this one out. Out you come. Out you come. Oh, oh gosh, he's sticking. He's got a tiny little bit stuck on there. Tiny little bit stuck. I must have over-torched. Naughty me, naughty me. I keep telling you guys don't over-torch or they'll get stuck, and then I go and do it. Oh gosh. This is an old mold anyway. I'll replace it. Now I'm just going to, I don't know if you can see. I might as well show you while I'm here. I'm just going to get my little scalpel. I'm just going to ever so gently just slice that little bit of silicone off. Now I have shown you how to resurface a silicone mold. Like if this happens to you, what you can do to fix your mold. It's probably not worth it on those really cheapy sort of translucent molds. But if you've got a good quality mold and you've damaged it, you can resurface it. So you can check out that video of mine, and I show you how to do that. Actually, this one's probably getting a little bit old now. It's a bit matte. This particular mold, I may have to resurface it. There we go. How pretty are they, you guys? Hey, so pretty. Look at that. Wow, love them. Let me know what you think of these. I do like the black background. I must say, I do like that. Alrighty, I'll take a photo of them outside. I may put some gold around the edge, just to match the gold in the center there. May do. We'll see if I've got time. Do you think that'll look nice? Sometimes, you know, it's like that tray that I did the other day with the gold lacing. You know, sometimes the edge is just too much. I think I'll just leave it, you know. I think it's got enough going on a small piece, not to overdo it with the gold edging. So, yeah, I think I'll just leave it. I love them the way they are. All right. Thank you again for watching. I'll be doing some more 3D blooms. I'm going to try piping a little bit thicker, my lines thicker. They did spread, but didn't spread as much as I would have liked, I guess. Oh no, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I mean, I only did 3 circles. All right. I'm going to go and finish my coffee. It's getting cold. I was so excited to come and do this that I didn't have my coffee first. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of these ones. And I'll see you real soon for the next video. Okay. Love you all. Bye for now.